classic. All right, we're gonna get in a little bit of trouble today. Probably from YouTube. They're gonna flag this, but we'll play a little bit of it. We'll just have some fun. Okay, yeah, that's enough of that. Not doing that anymore. Okay, that's a fun one. How about okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, that's a fun one too. That sold the Commodore's Brick House right there, right? Right, that's a good fun one. Let's see, what's another really fun one that we could do here? No, I'm not doing No More Tears. Let's just do oh, okay, here we go. Anybody know that one? Put it down in the comments or in the chat if you know that one. That's an old classic, man. That's Creedence Clearwater Revival right there. That's going to be down on the corner. All right, so let's just talk about some bass guitar stuff today. I've got some bass students here locally. Remember, if you're here or you're going to make comments or you're going to ask questions for later on, be sure to not use your name and don't say where you're from, okay? Just keep it anonymous on the interwebs, okay? But yeah, everybody stay safe out there. It's Wild West in these here digital spaces, right? Okay, so I'm just going to play a little bit, and I want to go over some notes on the bass guitar here and notes on the music staff there for the bass clef, okay? We'll talk a little bit about that in a second, but welcome. So I wasn't here for 2 weeks in a row. The first reason is because I do live in a warmer climate, shall we say, which is subject to particularly nasty weather patterns from time to time. And one of those weather patterns, it was wetter, happened roughly 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday that we would normally be live streaming. And so I was doing things as one does under those circumstances. And I just didn't have enough time to get on here and do anything. Plus, we weren't really sure what the electricity or internet situation would be. So I opted to do some other things. And, you know, look, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So we did that. And then last week, I wasn't here because of some health issues. Not my own personal ones, but stuff I had to take care of for family. And that's why I wasn't here last week. But we are back. We are going. We are blowing. We are going. We're doing it again. And so we're going to do the bass guitar here. So well, that's something. No. That's the wrong key. Forgive me on that one. I can't remember exactly where it starts. I can't remember exactly the rest of that. I apologize. I know it's a tease. Don't hold it against me. That's a fun song. It's a tough song, too, especially on the bass guitar. That is YYZ by Rush. That's a good tune. Okay, so let's talk about the notes on the bass guitar. Okay, so we've got open low E. Okay, and we've got F, which is our first fret. Then we've got G, which is our third fret. Then we've got the fifth fret, which is A. Okay, and if you remember from our guitar video, the fifth fret of the string is the very next open string, right? So we're over here. Okay, we've got the fifth fret here. Okay, that is going to be the same as the open A string, the pitch-wise, right? Okay. Now there is a phenomenon that happens here when you play the fifth fret of the low E, well, the E, or any string actually for that matter. It will play the same frequency, but it will sound slightly different. That is something we call timbre, Timbre. You may have heard me say that word before. Listen to this. Okay, sounds a little different. The open string is what I call twangier. Okay, a twangier sound than you otherwise would hear, right? So you're going to get a different sound out of that, okay? Now, the next thing is we're going to go to the A string. We have B, the 2nd fret. We have C, the 3rd fret. Then we have a D, the 5th fret. Okay, there we go. D, the 5th fret right there. Then we have the open D. Okay, open D, open D. Okay, and that's going to be, again, 5th fret phenomenon here. Okay, little fuller, little twangier. Maybe described as thinner, one could say, right? Okay, so, okay, yep. And then we're going to go to the open D. Then we're going to go to E, 2nd fret. Then we're going to go to F, 3rd fret. Then we're going to go to the G, the 5th fret. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go to open G. Yeah, that one actually is pretty prominent, isn't it? You can hear the difference there. That timbre is really apparent, isn't it? 5th fret, letter name G on the D string. Open G. That's really out there. Can you hear the difference? A lot of you probably can. I'm also using a different microphone today. I'm hoping this one will be a little bit better. Let me know in the comments if it is. It should be picking me up pretty well. Should be picking up the bass pretty well. The bass is pretty powerful. A little bit louder. Well, I guess any one of them can be loud because I can crank the volume up if I want to. But okay, let's move on here. Open G. Now we've got A. Okay, then we're going to do B. Then we're going to do C. There we go. Let's try it again. G, A, B, C. Now notice I'm doing only natural notes here. Okay, only natural notes. I'm not doing sharps, not doing flats. Okay, so let's just review. Open low E, F on the 1st fret, G on the 3rd fret, A on the 5th fret. Okay, then we're going to do open A. Now we're going to do B on the 2nd fret. We're going to do C on the 3rd fret. We're going to do D on the 5th fret. Then we're going to do open D. Okay. Then we're going to do E on the 2nd fret. We're going to do F on the 3rd fret. We're going to do G on the 5th fret. Lord have mercy. Yep. Okay, then we're going to do open G. Then we're going to do 2nd fret A. Then we're going to do 4th fret B. Then we're going to do 5th fret C. Okay, now, what phenomenon did we just experience there? Natural half steps, B to C. That doesn't sound. You can do what? That doesn't sound like Jaws. It does not. We need to do it down here on the low E string, don't we? Now I'm getting a little. Okay, let me back up here. To me, in my ear, this is aggravating because I'm getting a little bit of that fingernail sound. There's a guy I watched, Beaver Felton. Beaver Felton, is that his name? He did a instructional video way back in the day. Very good. It was on VHS tape for me. Yeah, that's how old I am. Anyway, VHS tape. I watched that. He had very long fingernails when he played the bass guitar, and you could hear it. He still managed to have a good sound, still managed to have a good tone, but you could definitely hear that his fingernails were clipping on those strings. Sometimes I don't personally care for that. I like the fingernails to be a little more clipped. Clearly, I haven't cut mine short enough. That's a good tone. I like that. See, I can still hear it on my 3rd finger. My 1st finger is good. I think I'm going to have to cut the rest of it. I'm going to have to cut the rest of it. Okay. Chord. Bass guitars can do chords. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Well, some of you might have. Yep, bass guitars can do chords. You can do harmonics. Victor Wooten does some pretty impressive stuff. Billy Sheehan does some pretty impressive stuff on the bass guitar. Check those folks out. Tal, oh, I always mess up her last name. She's absolutely incredible. Tal, forgive me. Tal Wilkenfeld. Somebody's going to correct me, and I apologize. I know somebody will. My apologies there. Okay, but if you remember her last name, Tal is absolutely phenomenal. She played with Jeff Beck for the longest time, and she's just ridiculously good. So check her out too. She's very good on the bass. Yeah, there's a lot of great folks, a lot of great players, but this is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this. Okay, so let's do this. We got all those notes, those natural notes on the bass guitar. Always remember that the 12th fret is the repeat of the open string, right? Repeat of the open string, okay? Always remember that. Now, let's go ahead and take this a little bit further, and let's go to the whiteboard. Okay, so we got those notes. Remember, we are dealing with only the natural notes, okay, in first position on the bass guitar. Only natural notes in first position on the bass guitar. That's what we just got done doing. Let's go to the whiteboard, and I'm going to walk you through this and tell you the letter names, okay? And I'm also going to go do the spaces here in a second, but let's start with the lines, all right? All right, so the bass guitar, as you read it on the staff, the lowest note on the bass guitar is going to be right here, and that's going to be the E note. Okay, it's going to be the E. It's got one ledger line down here, okay? One ledger line, and that's the lowest note. Well, okay, let me back up. On the 4-string standard bass guitar, okay? 4-string standard bass guitar. There are circumstances where it could go lower, right? We do different tunings, or, you know, somebody builds a bass that's got a lower string than that, and that's definitely possible. You know, you got your 5 strings, you got your 6 strings. Gosh, I think there's even a 7-string or an 8-string bass at that point. I mean, might as well just start building a piano, but it's very cool. So I do like it. No disrespect. Okay, so here we've got the E. So I'm going to go ahead and write this next to here. This is the open low E, and I'm just going to put a little circle there so that you know that it's an open string right there on the low E. Okay, we're going to come along here, and I'm just going to skip to the lines. Okay, so we can do that. Oh, it's a lot of times easier to do the lines and spaces. So we're going to come up here. We've got E, then that space would be F. This would be G. Okay. Okay, this would be G. Then you're going to do G, A, B on that line. Okay, then we're going to do B, C, D. We're going to do this one. I'm going to put this one right here. Be easier to look at and read if you wanted to take a picture later on. You know, screenshot the video later. You could do so. So that's a D. Now we're going to do a D, E, F right here. Okay, now this one I'm going to stop on. This is a little bit important. Notice that it's an F. It lines up perfectly with this circle right here and these double dots. Now, this is called the bass clef, also known as the F clef, also known as the F clef, okay? That's literally the thing that makes this the F clef. Why? This line right here becomes the F note, okay? This line right here becomes the F note, all right? So don't forget that. That's the big part of this whole process, the bass clef and the bass guitar, okay? So got the F here, going to come up here, so F, G, A. I'm going to put that right there, okay? There's your A note, okay? Then we got A, B, C. Now, this is going to be C. This is also middle C right here, okay? Middle C. Anybody who plays piano or has done any kind of sheet music or any kind of work or music like that at all, you're going to recognize middle C. This is the midway point between the bass clef and the treble clef, okay? Between the bass clef and the treble clef up here, all right? So that's a good fun one. All right, let's back up here. We've got E, G, B, D, F, A, C. E, G, B, D, F, A, C. Okay, those are the, we'll call them the lines. This is a ledger line. Yes, it is. Okay, but it is a line nonetheless. Okay, also this D right here, this is your open D. Okay. Then we've got, let's see here, no other open ones right there. Okay, so those are the lines. Okay, those are the lines. We're going to get to the spaces here. I'm going to jump down here to the spaces. I know it's a little cramped. I apologize. Probably should have reworked this, but we're going to roll with it for now. Okay, okay, another bass clef here. Okay, so I'm going to come down to the spaces. Okay, we got there, we got there, we got there, we got there, we got there. And I'm going to go ahead and do this top to bottom line. That's going to be an F. Okay. Then you've got this space right here. This is going to be an A, okay? And that is, by the way, your open A, okay? Okay, so your F, Then you got your A, then your A, B, C. You got your C right here. I'm going to go ahead and just drop it right there. That's a C. Okay. C, D, E. That's your E right there. Okay. And we got E, F, G. Now this is an open string as well. This is your open G right here. Okay. On your bass guitar, you know your standard 4-string bass has 4 strings. The thinnest or highest string is the open G. That's where it is right there. Okay. So vertically, that's your open G right there. Okay. Then we're going to go G, G, A right here. Then we're going to go to B. This is going to be your B note right here. Okay. And that B is the 4th fret on your G. Okay. The 4th fret on your G string on the highest string of your 4-string bass. Okay. All right. So these are all of the notes that you have on the staff. Okay. And these are going to be all the notes that I played earlier at the beginning of this video. You can go back and check. Okay. So just go back and check and you'll be able to see them all right there. I wish I had the ability to point at them while I played them, but I don't have that ability. So we're just going to roll with it for right now for what it is. Okay. So that's going to be all your notes there. Now there are more. Right? There are sharps, there are flats. I'm not doing sharps and flats right now. I stick with the natural notes to begin with. Okay. Remember the natural notes. What is the alphabet in music? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then it cycles back around. Okay. Cycles back around right there. All righty. So that's how we're going to roll with that. That's how we do that. Cycles back around. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where are our natural natural half steps? They are between B and C, okay, and E and F. B and C and E and F. Everything else, G to A to B, C to D, D to E, F to G. All of those have whole steps, okay, whole steps. Now, let's put this into practice here. What does that mean on the bass guitar? Well, let's do that. Let's go back here again, okay? I'm not going to be too long tonight, by the way. Just wanted to get a quick old live stream in for everybody. Oh, man. Well, that's fun right there. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Excuse me. What are we here to do? Half steps. Okay, so let's get back down here. Oh, God, you guys are going to kill me in the comments for your problem. Anyways, I'm having fun. It's a Wednesday, right? We can have a little fun here. All right, natural half steps on your bass. You're going to go B to C, okay? And then let's go to the D string. You're going to go E, F, okay? E, F, B, C, E, F, B, C. That's a half step. What is the half step on the bass? It's going to be fret to fret. That's a half step. Now, you can do a half step between any letter, any note. There's half steps everywhere, right? Right? That almost sounded like Herbie Hancock. Was that Chameleon? Ooh, there we go. Something like that. Man, I'm reaching way back here. Don't get me started on that one. All right, so you can do half steps anywhere, but the natural ones are between B and C, E and F. Okay, so just remember that, log that away. Those are the naturals. Then you can add sharps or add flats to change the letter that you're currently on. Okay, yeah, that still works for the natural half steps, but you get into a little bit of a funky situation where you could have a C that's actually a B or a B that's actually a C, depending on the sharps or the flats that you're using. I don't want to get into that today. Oh, goodness, I'm looking at the volume now. I hope you guys can hear this. I apologize if you can't. I should have turned this up way louder. I'm not going to do it midstream though. If this is real bad, I'll edit this and I'll try to make the volume louder so everybody can hear it, because I feel like we're doing some good stuff here tonight. Okay, so yeah, we're going to check that out. That's the deal. I think that's everything that we could probably have fun with tonight. Yeah, I think that's cool. I'll hang out for just a second if you got any questions or anything. Uh-oh. Our chat got disconnected. That's a bummer. Well, nothing I can do about it now. I'm just going to have to rock and roll. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see. is. I don't know. I'm making it up. I'm trying to remember green onions, but I think I can remember that one. Anyways, that's a good time. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if this helped you. If it didn't, well, I guess let me know that too. Write something down in the comment section for us. If you do have any questions, drop it down there, and I'll help you out as much as I can. I'm going to try to hopefully have this. I'll leave this up on the YouTube page for now. This may get smacked for copyright infringement. Who knows? Whatever. I'm going to leave it up there. Hopefully this helps all the bass players. And if you got any specific questions, I'd be happy to help you out there as well. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now. And hopefully we'll do another one next week. May not be on Wednesday next week. Just keep an eye out. And I may try to actually post in the morning on the community page when we actually go live, or on the Facebook page. Facebook/Music Lesson, something like that, at Music Lesson, something like that. Check it out on Facebook. Find us over there. And at the website, www.musiclesson.com. For this one, smash that like button. Leave us a comment, share it if you think it helped you. Share it if you think it didn't help you. It's not how it's supposed to work, is it? Anyways, you guys have a great evening. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.